When it comes to a WWE pay-per-view event, whether you're a fan attending or just watching the WWE Network for $9.99, it's certain that something you would never expect to see is a future-endeavoured ex-WWE superstar attempting to hijack the show. After a number of decent matches warmed up the crowd at the Survivor Series, it was the turn of Raw and SmackDown's tag team champions The Bar vs AOP to go head-to-head. But rather than concentrate on the match itself, fans started to report sightings of Enzo Amore on social media. Initially, no serious evidence was presented, and it was casually brushed off, considered to be a lookalike. But shockingly, the certified G would make an appearance, paying for a ticket and attending as a fan, but this was all just a clever ruse to invade and hijack one of the WWE's biggest pay-per-views of the year. Judging by his cover, it's clear that Enzo went to the school of Peter Griffin disguises, as somehow, just by sporting a black wig and a white hoodie, he would remain unnoticed by WWE. Amore sat in row 2 and was seen on the hard camera. Ray Charles could have even spotted him, but he was only noticed by fans at this point. The man undercover just looked like to be another paying wrestling fan, but within minutes that person would reveal himself to be the ex-Cruiserweight champion. It was obviously too late for WWE security to handle him in time, as he managed to get a few minutes of taunting before Enzo would be brutally removed by security and marched to the arena's exit. However, the mindset that he would have wouldn't allow this one to go down the way backstage officials would have hoped. Before he was forced to leave the Staples Center, Amore would prove he is not as soft as the referees, tearing off his wig and hoodie combo and taunting to the crowd, grabbing all the attention that he could. Certainly making the most out of this moment. We think Sheamus's reaction shows the entire locker room's thoughts on this, simply seeing this idea as a traditional, ridiculous way that Enzo could create publicity. You may have heard there's been multiple recent news stories circulating around Enzo, including being removed from a flight due to vaping, which is strictly forbidden in all parts of an airport. However, the real one would take things to a whole new level, leaving fans to wonder how far he's going to take things. It seems that time and time again, Amore is getting a little desperate after having been released earlier this year, when he released his first single, which was a response to the woman who reported sexual assault allegations against him. His appearance seems to be just another method to create publicity and attention, something that is ultimately best for business for the man, having released Rosemary's Baby Part 1 album just hours before his appearance at the Survivor Series. It's clear this was just a cheap way to gain publicity for the album, as any kind of buzz that Enzo can create will ultimately lead to more sales and more cash in his pocket. Amore even did a song around his real-life unstable relationship with WWE female superstar Liv Morgan, and we're pretty sure that Enzo and his management team know that the dedication of hardcore wrestling fans can create cash, so remaining relevant in the wrestling community despite not being employed by WWE anymore can and will benefit him for as long as possible. This could have also been the reason for his appearance at an indie show, House of Glory Wrestling, shortly after his departure from WWE, as Enzo needs to remain relevant, and he knows this. With the release of his album, Amore needed to create attention, and he sure did this tonight at Survivor Series. After being removed from the Survivor Series arena, he would go onto Twitter to say, "Just checked, still certified." He quickly followed that up with, "Apparently you can't vape inside the Staples Center, #how you doing?" And finally, after these tweets, he would post a link to his newly released album in order to promote it. However, it would be ex-ECW champion Tommy Dreamer that would ask the question we were all wondering. I just saw a video of Enzo getting kicked out of Survivor Series. Biggest question needs to be answered. Does he still get to keep his commemorative chair? What do you guys think of Enzo's actions? Let us know in the comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.